There does not have to be any struggle now if you choose that. This way of no resistance and no struggle is a really coming into this now, this moment, and stepping out of linearity. So when I say linearity, I mean the past and future, which we imagine in this now. And so usually the suffering, right, comes from the story that we carry, and our attention, our conscious awareness goes into that story, right? All the energy in the body is up here. But what we're doing here is we're coming into this now by breathing, getting in the body, and allowing, and seeing that it's a play. We can jump between story and between this moment of eternity. So you don't have to get rid of the story of you. You don't have to get rid of the person of you. You can't anyway. But we're seeing through it. We're seeing through the mechanisms that pull you from your full being right now, from your God being right now. And that's a loaded word, I know, I don't usually use it, but you are, in this moment, you are consciousness dreaming all of this, dreaming the person, dreaming this world of form. And so the freedom is being able to see when we get taken into the past and future by the mind, being able to see that, and then come back to here, have that moment of actually breathing, of stillness. And giving yourself that love. Because in this moment, you are connected to everyone and everything. Because you are that. And the very self, the very conscious awareness that you can sense now is what is in everything, is what manifests everything. And so that's a self-love, is seeing that in yourself, knowing, oh, my nature, my being now has always been here, has always been supporting this world of form. That's in everyone and everything. So everything I do, I'm really doing to myself. And so what it is a radical self-love, radical self-acceptance, right? And being able to drop into this, right? When the heavy feelings, when the thoughts, the stories come up, is not saying we're not fighting it, because that will just make it stronger. But instead, we're looking at it with eyes wide open, curiously. Oh, this is what it feels like. And we're actually becoming curious in what's arising, rather than attaching a duality of good and bad, of, oh, this feeling's bad, this fear is bad, this anger's bad, this anxiety's bad. No, we're actually shining this awareness on it, right? This opening. And seeing that it's just the weather, that this awareness now, this opening, is the sky, and within that the weather will come. And then we can really experience the weather, right? Because when we believe that we're the clouds, we're the thunder, we're the rain, we can get so lost in it by identifying with it. We don't actually really experience it for what it is. So when we also know that we're the sky, we're the infinite awareness behind that, which is the transcendental, which creates all of that, then we let the weather come, and we feel it. We still feel it, right? And that's how we let it pass. And then we can actually experience it for what it is. But it always just comes back to this. And a knowing and seeing that this place is deeply safe, deeply peaceful. And you're always supported here. And so it's normal as we suffer, right? The more we identify with the story, it's normal for it to feel uncomfortable, especially coming into this eternal now, right? We're like letting go. We see these weights start to drop. And that can feel like a lot, right? Because it's like we're taking off clothes. We've got all these clothes layered on top. You've piled on maybe 15 jumpers. And then you're taking off each jumper and you're going, oh, I didn't know it could feel this light. I didn't know it could feel this free. Why did I have to carry this around with me? And then so you take off all the jumpers, and then it's normal that you feel quite raw, you feel quite naked, right? Because then you're here, you're alive, breathing, connected to the one, connected to source, to Brahman, to heaven. And that's where you truly are. You are always in that place. It can only appear like you're not through different colored glasses, right? Through that reality appearing to veneer itself in a story, in linearity. The feeling of, oh, I had this in the past and I'm going here in the future. But these are just created now. But what a gift, you know? So these are also a gift to have memories, to have a sense of a past and a sense of a future. And it's what can drive us, what can keep us going. So we're playing with it here, where we're seeing through the mechanisms of what keeps us suffering, keeps us bounded in this heavy sort of feeling, to seeing that we don't need that. You don't need to suffer. It is a choice of saying, I don't want this anymore. It feels heavy. And I'm choosing joy. I'm choosing love. I'm choosing myself and freedom now. Because right now, you can't have any problem. Right? When you're connected to source, when you're connected to reality, breathing, being, and finding that place in your heart, that stillness, you're free. And things still appear, right? Things can still appear in the world and in form and story, but you know, you're in that place of joy. And from there, you can create amazing things, because everything is created from this eternal moment. You never leave this eternal moment. Everything appears within it. And so no more saying, oh, I can't, you know, this happened to me, I've still got this to deal with. Yeah, we all do. We all have that. We'll have that part of ourselves. But this is a going beyond story completely and embodying this, right? It's easy to come watch YouTube videos. It's easy to read all these things. But are you really embodying this? Are you living this? Which is by just fully surrendering to this, living moment to moment, breath by breath. Finding a stillness that you've always known. And feeling the senses, feeling the body, and knowing that consciousness, God, the universe, is the one that's incarnated into that. To experience what it's like to experience space-time, to experience a unique perspective, a unique you, which is also an amazing gift, to have a unique sense of self. What an amazing thing. But we are all the one. We are all one consciousness playing all of this. And the more you can feel that, get in touch, come back to now, breathing. Sense organs. You're in relationship with the Creator, with yourself, with the divine. Everything is playing out how it should. And you'll thank yourself for that. So this energy that you feel is something you've always known, right? The freedom, the peace that's felt now is something already within you. We can't go and chase it. We can't find it. It's already within you. You already have it. So then how freely do you want to live? How much can you really get in touch with that place within yourself and live from that? Experience and have fun with story. Have fun with getting lost and allowing yourself to have moments of even fading into when we lose our awareness. That's fine, but learn to play with it, learn to have fun with it. How much can you find that place within yourself now and be from that? The breath is an incredible anchor for that. The breath is always connected to now. As soon as we're breathing, we're in the body, we're out of the mind, and then we're in the sense organs as well. You can feel there's an energy everywhere. And so this energy is love, right? This energy goes beyond the person of us, beyond the name, beyond the story. And it's what brings us together. It's what creates life. So this is what we all know this now. Science speaks about this. It's not woo-woo anymore. It's quantum physics. All the scientists now say this, that everything is created from this moment, from this one eternal moment. And space-time, the sense of space and time and linearity, is really the curtains, the show for that deeper reality. And so we've always existed in both. We've always existed in this reality outside of space-time that we can get the glimpse through by being in the senses, breathing, right? But it also appears like we're here, right? In a timeline, what I've done, where I'm going, and the feeling of being separate, of not being one with everything. But the thing is, you are one with everything. Now, it is only just an appearance through concepts, through beliefs, through thoughts that separates you from this reality. But let's not put rules on ourselves. Let's learn to play with it and enjoy it. And this is vital now as well, because there's a lot of upheaval in the world. There's a lot of, I don't look at the news, but I mean, I do when there's headlines and I see it come up. But there's a lot that can pull us from this power within us. But through this upheaval, right, through this WTF, what's going on, we need to start questioning who we are, what we're doing, why we're here, what are the narratives we're being sold, and living from that place, living from a place of abundance, from freedom. This is the world we're going into. I think it'll take a few years from now. AGI is coming in, so, super intelligence that we can't understand as humans. But as technology starts to create and do more in the world, we're going to be supported with this. So it's going to be about how much can you just enjoy? How much can you enjoy? How much can you live from this place? Knowing that that's where our freedom is. That is the richest thing to have, is that knowing within yourself, that place within yourself, and to be able to express and live from that. So, you know this, you are this. Trust this. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to have all these doubts. But practice coming back to here, even in a world full of stimulation, a world that will tell you who and what you are. Come back to conscious awareness. You are infinite consciousness. You are boundless awareness, creating and living from this now. And that is so powerful and freeing to be in. So be that. Step out of hierarchies and I'm right, they're wrong, they're more awake, unawake. We're going beyond polarities completely here of good, bad, all of that. And so we're really coming into this, and that's hard for the ego to let go of the stories, but you can do it. Okay, bye.